Voyager's journey. The Voyager 1 spacecraft, launched on a quiet September morning in 1977, was more than just another machine built by human hands. It was a messenger. A silent traveler, carrying not only circuits and instruments, but also the imagination, the hope, and the daring spirit of an entire world. It rose from Cape Canaveral on the thunder of a Titan Centaur rocket. The Earth trembled beneath its ascent, and fire carved a path into the sky. Few believed it would endure. The mission was meant to last only 5 years, long enough to study Jupiter and Saturn, their moons, their rings, their storms. But Voyager had other plans. Like a small spark refusing to fade, it pressed onward, decade after decade, beyond every boundary humans had ever known. This fragile probe, no larger than a family car, became the boldest explorer in history. Built in an age before the internet, before cell phones, before most of today's technology existed, it still outperformed every expectation, turning the silence of space into discovery. From its tiny cameras and detectors came breathtaking revelations: Jupiter's swirling storms, Saturn's dazzling rings, moons that hid oceans beneath their icy crusts. Each image, each signal, was a reminder that exploration was not just possible, but limitless. And still, it traveled farther. Voyager became not only a probe, but a storyteller, a historian of the cosmos. It listened to the whispers of interstellar winds, and carried home knowledge from realms no human had ever touched. Then, in its relentless journey, it uncovered something extraordinary. More than 300 mysterious objects, drifting across the void. Scientists believe they were clouds of ionized gas, ghostly remnants left behind by ancient stars that lived, exploded, and died. These cosmic traces are like footprints of time, evidence of a galaxy in motion, where destruction gives way to creation, and death fuels new beginnings. For researchers, each of these clouds is a piece of history. A frozen record of how matter travels, how stars scatter their ashes, and how the universe itself is continually reborn. Then came the greatest milestone of all. In August of 2012, after more than 3 decades of flight, Voyager 1 crossed the heliopause, the invisible border where the sun's protective bubble ends, and the interstellar medium begins. In that moment, a human-made object left the solar system for the first time. Humanity, through Voyager, had stepped into the galaxy itself. But triumph carried a shadow. With every passing year, its power weakened. Voyager's strength came from 3 radioisotope thermoelectric generators, devices that turned the slow decay of plutonium-238 into electricity. In 1977, those generators glowed bright, fueling cameras, sensors, and instruments. But time is relentless. Decade by decade, the power diminished, forcing engineers to make painful choices. One by one, systems went dark. First heaters, then cameras, then instruments deemed non-essential. Yet Voyager endured. Even stripped to its core, it continued sending signals home. Those signals are faint, so faint they take more than 21 hours to reach Earth, traveling billions of kilometers through empty space. What arrives is not a voice, but a whisper hidden in static, fragile, delicate, yet still alive. And NASA's great antennas, spanning continents, never stop listening. They catch those whispers, decode them, and preserve them, because every fragment of data is a piece of cosmic history. And then, hidden in those transmissions, came a moment of wonder. Voyager had detected hundreds of strange objects, wandering the space between stars. What were they? Fragments of shattered suns? The ashes of ancient galaxies? Or perhaps something far stranger, beyond the reach of current science? No one yet knows. But the mystery remains, pulling humanity deeper into awe, reminding us that even now, after 40 years of travel, Voyager is still teaching us how little. Voyager's journey beyond the heliopause was not the end of its story, but the beginning of a new chapter. Now it sails in true interstellar space, a region where no human-made object had ever ventured before. Here, the sun is no longer the ruler. Its winds fade, its magnetic field grows weak, and the vast currents of the galaxy take over. Voyager became humanity's scout, or lone ambassador wandering between the stars. The spacecraft measured the density of charged particles, the invisible ocean of plasma that fills the space between suns. It revealed that interstellar space is not empty at all, but alive with energy, shaped by ancient explosions and distant magnetic storms. Each signal Voyager sent home was a treasure, a clue to the forces that govern the galaxy. Among its greatest surprises was the detection of more than 300 mysterious drifting objects. These were not planets, not asteroids, not comets. They were something else. Scientists proposed that they were clouds of ionized gas, remnants of stars that had ended their lives in supernovae. Imagine it. A massive star collapsing, its core igniting, and in a single violent moment, blasting its outer layers across space. Those remnants, floating for millions of years, eventually crossed Voyager's path. For researchers, they were more than just anomalies. They were archives, cosmic libraries containing the history of stellar life and death. Through Voyager's instruments, scientists could read those records, learning how matter recycles through galaxies, how the dust of dead stars becomes the building blocks of new planets, new suns, and perhaps even new life. But while science marveled, time remained unforgiving. Voyager's energy continued to fade, forcing its caretakers on Earth to make careful choices. What could stay alive? What must be turned off forever? Each decision was heavy. Each shut down a farewell to an instrument that had once expanded the horizon of human knowledge. Yet even stripped of many tools, Voyager refused to fall silent. Its golden antenna still pointed homeward, beaming signals across billions of kilometers, reminding Earth that it was still alive. And aboard that spacecraft, securely fastened, was one of humanity's most profound gifts, the Golden Record. A time capsule. A message in a bottle for any civilization that might someday find it. On its surface are etched greetings in many languages, sounds of earth, wind, rain, waves, birdsong, the laughter of children. There is music, from ancient traditions to modern symphonies, a small collection meant to say, "We were here. We lived. We dreamed." In this way, Voyager is not only a scientific mission, but also a cultural one. It carries the story of Earth, our message to the stars, a reflection of who we were at the moment we first dared to send a traveler beyond home. Though its instruments will one day fail, though its voice will eventually fall silent, Voyager will continue to drift, perhaps for billions of years, long after Earth itself has changed. It will wander the galaxy, a tiny spark of human curiosity forever moving outward, forever reminding the universe that once, a small world dared to dream beyond the sky.